Science. Did they call it University of Agriculture and Geography? That shows you the importance of environmental science. We know it, but we don't want to implement it. But I thank God the Imo State government has stepped up as one of the states in the country that introduced the University of Environmental Science, and it will go a long way. But unfortunately, the students coming to read this environmental science, they have knowledge gap. They are supposed to have basic knowledge of environmental science in their secondary school before they come to university to read it. That is what we have been suffering in our departments. These students are admitted to come and read environmental management. Fine, but they don't have basic knowledge of environmental science. When they come in, the first year they do general course. The second year, they start introducing them to environmental courses. And I will tell you, they don't even know where they are until about fourth year. Before they start doing, some of them graduate without actually knowing exactly. We spend, because of that, we force them, we put in so many courses. They take so many courses because of the knowledge gap they have. That knowledge gap is not helping the students, neither the society. That knowledge gap has to be bridged. The students should have the opportunity to have some basic knowledge of environmental science in their schools. Before, when we ask, they say, oh, we don't have teachers to teach it. But today, every university in this country is producing environmental scientists. So there are teachers. If schools don't see teachers, they should go to an OISC orientation camp and recruit them to teach environmental science as a subject. So, we have even produced some books, Environmental Education and Awareness, which is in the market. And by the grace of God, the students going here today will have copies of this book to send to their schools. This wall chart you see here talks about environmental education wall chart. Very soon, this wall chart will be mass produced and it will be distributed to schools, public places, banks, name it, anywhere. We are going to distribute this wall chart for people to know what environmental education is all about. Then Agenda 2, Millennium Development Goal. That Millennium Development Goal, I will tell you that ended in 2015. Nigeria was nowhere. All those Millennium Development Goal projects, for example, Water for All, year 2015, and there were so many, United Nations helped a lot, World Bank, there were so many projects, water. Today, all those projects, water, I will tell you, 80% of them are not functional. Abandoned. Because there is no person to maintain them. There is no person to talk about them. And because of that poor performance, United Nations said, okay, let us now go into Sustainable Development Goal, because that Agenda 2, which is Millennium Development Goal, was not sustainable. Now we are talking about Agenda Sustainable Development Goals to come in 2030. When pollution is loaded with corruption, insecurity, unsustainable development, and geohazard, the result is poor environmental quality. Poor environmental quality causes environmental stress. Environmental stress causes poor quality of life. Poor quality of life shares diseases and poverty. Diseases and poverty is the root cause of intensive immigration from Nigeria. Why every person wants to leave Nigeria is because of diseases and poverty. The elderly go to overseas for their medication, and when they go there, they don't want to come back. The youth are poor, and they find all ways. You can't imagine that today in Nigeria, people are leaving this country as refugees. Slavery. They go out to there, whatever they see, how they find them, to see that the only thing is that they want to leave the country. So let me I will not waste time again Then, going through all this, let me